Breaking news. In the midst of the rubble left by the conflict, patrons of the new Kyiv bar offensive raise a glass to the fall of Putin. In Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, a group of friends have opened offensive, which they claim is the first military meme art bar in the world. A downed Russian jet's pieces and a few captured Russian soldiers' uniforms are on display on the walls of a new bar. Numerous war mementos and puns are on display. Some Ukrainians have turned the current success of their armed forces into a brand, and the release coincides with the anticipated counteroffensive by the Ukrainian army against Russian forces on the front line. The bar's owner, Borik Feldman, real name changed for security purposes, claimed that many of the items on display had been donated by their military friends who had taken part in the counteroffensive in Kharkiv. In early September of last year, he said, the Ukrainian forces in the east performed a remarkable blitzkrieg, liberating several hundred settlements in just a few days. Borik predicted that future operations would yield even more new artifacts. Back in 2015, when Russia had already annexed Crimea and parts of Donbass and the war in Ukraine had effectively froze, he had the idea to open a military-themed bar. Then, as Borik reflected, people almost forgot about the war, so I wanted to set up a place to remind them. Before the full-scale invasion and power outages caused by Russia's attack on Ukraine's energy infrastructure in autumn and winter, he lacked the capital to open a bar. Borik said that the bar is now a way to heal from the trauma of war, honor the military, and support the troops. ABC News spoke with a customer at the bar who identified himself as an American member of the International Legion but requested anonymity. He claimed he was just passing through when he saw the sign, liked the sound of the name, and decided to pop in. For instance, Borik has friends in the Azov battalion who say they feel like home here. The military group will feel at ease here because of the universal language spoken among the civilians. Offensive's wall art is an intriguing mashup of Russian death satire, dark humor about Ukrainian casualties, and American propaganda featuring F-16s and Neptunes sinking a Russian warship. The humor keeps us sane and strong, Borik said. Our troops actually invented some internet sensations while serving in the front lines. They gave them to us and said, the armed forces have blessed this bar, Borik joked. That, too, is true. We probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for our army. Therefore, the owners absolutely must raise capital. Borik's military friends need everything from walkie-talkies to drones, so the bar regularly hosts concerts by underground Ukrainian bands to raise money for these necessities. The bar's menu is as original as the interior design. It serves fried Putin, a spin on Canadian poutine, and craft blackberry beer, brewed in-house. It might seem foolish to launch a company at this time of war. Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine, is a bustling metropolis that attracts visitors from all over the world who come for the city's delicious cuisine, excellent coffee, and casual, exciting ambiance. The last year has seen the opening of roughly 100 businesses in the city, many of them run by internally displaced people who either lost their homes or preferred to leave the occupied areas of Ukraine.